Fit jobs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, if you've been to South Florida in the summer, and I know you have, you're familiar. On first down, Fleming. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Get off the field, D. Check 24, check 24.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
From the gun, Fleming. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Let's go. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Ready.
48 Mike. 48.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3 down, 3 down.
To throw on 2nd down, Fleming. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Fleming. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Set. 60 or.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Set, go. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
Back to throw. Fleming. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the 1st round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 3rd down.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Fleming. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Breaks a tackle. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And out come the Dolphins now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking to throw. Fleming. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could...
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down, Fleming, and this is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, but it's going to be second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
You ain't got nothing. Clear. Mike 48. Mike 48. Mike. Ready.
On second down now. It's Drake, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fleming. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 43 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Ready? Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. 61. Matchbox lights. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Fleming over the middle here to Wilson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Slam. 80 weapon. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
On first down, Fleming. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Running, it's Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Ready, go. Get it.
From the gun, Fleming. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fleming. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fleming. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, go.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Fleming. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Willie Henry must.
Get off the train, truck.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fleming. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Willie Henry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fleming escaping the pressure. And he's going to go down again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with... So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on 2nd down. Fleming over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Fleming. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
X3, 218, chop it.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Fleming. On the left side, this is Stills. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
From the gun, Fleming. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On second down, it's Drake. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Recon, 132 fighter. Crouch. Check 26, check 26. Fight.
On first and 10, Fleming. And it's caught over the middle, Wilson. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Hate to see this, week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down.
On first down, Fleming. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Grant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fleming. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Matt Judon picks up his...
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown.
Set 18 Gator. Now.
Throwing after the interception. Fleming. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute.
After that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Ready? 10 logo.
Mike 40. Got to do better.
Get it.
On 4th down, Fleming. And it is incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fleming. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. It's complete. Stills. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this... So now here come the Dolphins. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Fleming. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let one go. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
On the ball.
A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Get it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fleming. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Parker, the intended target. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah.